Hey, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so it's hot as hell out here today. About 100 degrees outside here in Utah, but it's a great day. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about today is a topic that's kind of been on my mind for a long time, playing in the club scenes and playing, playing with other bands, sharing the stage with other bands, things like that. And basically what it comes down to is a very crude analogy, is that live music is a lot like porn. So what do I mean by that? Like, what do I mean by live music is a lot like porn? Well, if you think about it, if anyone's ever out there ever seen any porn, and what do you watch porn for? Basically, you're watching stuff that you're never gonna do, right? It's a fantasy. It's stuff that doesn't exist in reality. So it's all made up, it's fake, and it's something that you're never gonna do. And music, live music, is a lot the same way, in that you're watching something on stage that the viewing audience is never gonna do. The viewing audience is down there on the audience floor, like wishing, like, damn, I wish I was that guy up there. He's kicking ass on stage, he looks great. It looks like he's having a good time. People love him, and that kind of thing, where you're doing something that most people are never going to do in their lives, and so it's a fantasy to people. And so what I mean is that I've seen, well, the point of this video is that I've seen so many bands out there on stage that they look like they literally just dropped off a couple of pizzas on the way to the venue and then showed up on stage, to play their music. And who the hell wants to see that? I mean, no one wants to see some guy up there in ill-fitting dad jeans, as it were, dirty, ill-fitting dad jeans, some New Balance training shoes, and a t-shirt that's an ill-fitting t-shirt that came from some local business in the area. That's how they show up on stage. And I've seen that so many times in local bands, where they just show up just looking like they didn't give a shit about what they look like on stage. And it's really, I don't understand what the hell these people are thinking in their heads. I'm like, do they not have any self-awareness? Do they not watch other bands that they idolize? Do they not watch their performances, their YouTube videos, their everything like that, and analyze how they present themselves, how they look, everything about their whole thing, about their whole performance, their whole image? Are these bands not self-aware enough to pay attention to what bands that they like are doing to become successful? I don't understand. So with me, that's a major thing in what I do, is that I pay attention to everything that bands that I like are doing, how they look, how they act, how they dress, how they perform on stage, everything, because it's all part of the fantasy that the people on the audience floor, they're paying money to see a fantasy that they're never going to achieve in their life. And so that's what we as performers on stage need to deliver to our audience, is that rock and roll fantasy. So I played this weekend. My band played in Provo, Utah, and the band that was opening for us, I forget what their name was, but the first thing that I noticed is that they immediately had obviously taken care into how they're going to look and appear on stage, and they looked the part of the rock star. And I let them know that I appreciated that about them, that they took care to pay attention to what they're going to look like on stage. And that's a huge thing. Obviously music is the number one important thing. You have to be able to play the music well and proficiently and confidently. That's the number one thing. But a very close second is the actual performance, the visuals, how you look on stage, how you interact with the audience on stage, is number two, right up there. So extremely important stuff. But I just, time and time again, I go to clubs and I see bands and I'm like, dude, seriously, did you just deliver an Uber Eats before you got here? Because that's what the hell you look like, because you just got off dropping off somebody's order before you showed up on stage. I mean, who the hell wants to see that? Nobody does. I mean, bands that are extremely successful, just off the top of my head, you know, you got Kiss, the #1 band that's all about image. You know, Kiss, think what you want about Kiss. They're mediocre musicians with an insane stage show. That's what makes Kiss, you know, why they're so successful, because they're absolutely perfection marketers. They're killing the marketing game, obviously. But their stage show is like something you've never seen before in your life. Their music, however, is just, actually their music's pretty mediocre. They're not that good of musicians. They got some good hooks on songs and things like that, but technically speaking, they're not that good. It all comes down to image and image with Kiss. You know, you got Motley Crue. Motley Crue also was huge on image. That, you know, they have great music in my opinion, but their image is as equally important to the music that they play on stage, and the portrayal of that fantasy on stage is what people are paying money to see with, you know, bands like Kiss and Motley Crue, and you know, the list goes on down. You know, I mean, everybody has, you know, everybody that's successful in music, you know, Rob Zombie, you know, just keep on naming, you know, major musical talents and acts. They all have an image and a look that is recognizable and interesting to look at. It's not some dude in ill-fitting jeans and a local t-shirt showing up on stage, you know, to play some music, because nobody cares. You know, they wanted to just if they wanted to just listen to music, they can stay home and listen to Spotify. So, you know, they're paying money to be entertained visually and with good music. So we need to make sure as bands to entertain the audiences visually is a huge thing. So anyway, if you thought that information was important, smash that like button down below. Check out the links, you know, my Spotify links, everything like that are in the links below. Also, an announcement, I have new merch coming, so keep an eye out for the new merch that's going to be coming and going to be available on this channel. So it's going to be pretty cool stuff. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, make sure you're getting all the notifications for these videos. Anyway, hey, we're gonna see you guys soon. Have yourself an awesome day. Stay warm, not warm, hell, it's freaking hot as hell out here. Stay cool. Grab a cold one. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.